Nicoline Fangwe runs a tailoring workshop in Cameroon's commercial capital, Douala. The city generates hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue and taxes every year. But days of violent protest have left the economy struggling. Looters masked as protesters, demonstrating against the re-election of the country's long-serving leader, Paul Biya, have caused extensive damage to businesses. Nicoline says the unrest has left her business in a shambles.
If this crisis continues, it might affect me seriously because I'm already suffering the effects already. I cannot sell my dresses, they are there in there. I'm outside, but I need money to prepare food for the family.
A veteran commercial driver, Gala Franklin, the protests have brought the transportation sector to a standstill.
Life is really difficult. It's not moving. Transport sector is down, completely down. Now, as we are moving, you can count how many vehicles is passing. That is already to tell you that there's no passengers. The chain is long because when it affects you, it affects the entire family because you cannot provide any food on your table.
The owner of this shop says rioters destroyed goods worth millions of dollars. Destruction has been reported in most parts of the country, especially here in Douala, where shops like this have been vandalized. Experts say it is too early to determine the impact the political unrest has had on commerce, but they do agree that every day the crisis drags on is another step backward for the economy.
If you produce nothing, you get nothing. So production has been stopped. There have been no delivery of services, no production of goods. And then people who had perishable goods, all those things are rotten in the market. So you can see that there have been losses that are attached to this, losses of time, losses of productivity, and inability to make anything work.
Markets are slowly coming back to life. Retailers are restocking as laborers are working to make up for lost income. The government has accused opposition politicians of using criminals to infiltrate protesters in order to harm the economy and overthrow the government. But analysts say this is no time for blame game. As economists count the cost, they say the long-term impact will depend on how the government responds. Arison Tamfu, TRT World, Douala, Cameroon.